What's up guys, Alec here, and Instagram are now taking new measures to stop inauthentic activity on their platform. So if you've been in the Instagram game for a while, you should know that Instagram every few months announce that they are finally cracking down on inauthentic activity, and they do to a certain extent, but then another bot comes around or a new strategy, a new method comes around and completely bypasses that. So they are constantly having to take new measures. However, starting yesterday, they introduced a new measure to stop inauthentic activity on their platform, and this measure is to actually ask for your ID. You need to submit ID verification to continue using your account. So if your account is flagged for inauthentic activity, you will have to submit a form of ID, maybe your passport, your driver's license, something, a form of ID that proves that it's you behind the account to Instagram. In this new feature update, they started out with the usual message saying, "We want the content you see on Instagram to be authentic and to come from real people, not bots or others trying to mislead you," which to be honest is a good thing for most Instagram users who like the experience and just scrolling without coming across bots, liars, and a bunch of fake information. They said that they're going to look at a range of signals to determine whether an account holder needs to submit verification for their account or not. They also said that they want to make it clear that this change is only going to affect a small number of the Instagram community. And by small number, it's pretty obvious that they're talking about people that are using bots, special growth hacking methods, and dark hat strategies. Black hat strategies, the same thing. So while this is good for people who enjoy Instagram without trying to grow and growth hack the platform, it's bad news for people who are growth hackers and that are trying to make the most of these black hat techniques to grow on Instagram. Again, like I said before, people do always find a way around Instagram's new measures, but asking for someone's ID is going to stop a lot of spam accounts, it's going to stop a lot of people with fake accounts, it's going to stop a lot of bullying, I'm guessing. It's going to stop a lot of people just faking a bunch of accounts on Instagram because you have to submit an ID verification if you come across any of these problems. In their press release, this is exactly who they said will be affected. Accounts that potentially engage in coordinated inauthentic behavior. This is basically people that are in DM groups, Telegram groups that are helping each other boost just by liking the latest post. Instagram can see that this is inauthentic. They also said that you might have to submit verification if they see that the majority of someone's followers are in a different country. This is potentially due to the fact that they might think that you have bought followers, or maybe that they think you're a big influence in another country, and it's weird. I don't particularly know why you have to submit this, but I'm guessing it's just to make sure that you're not a fake person from a different country. And then finally they said, or if we find signs of automation, such as bot accounts for an example, which is what we see absolutely everywhere on Instagram. Every single comment section is filled with bots, and I don't know how Instagram haven't fixed this issue yet. That's what Instagram should be focusing on. Plus, I almost forgot this bit in the video, but if an account chooses not to confirm their ID, this is what they said, and I quote, "Their content may receive reduced distribution," basically meaning that they're going to cut your reach like mad. So, you know, organic reach is going even further downhill. And they then said, or your account may be disabled. I mean, what? You basically have to submit your ID in fear of losing your account. Like, I wouldn't want to submit my ID, but the thing is, if it happens to me, I know I'm going to, because I don't want to lose access to my Instagram account and I don't want them to be disabled. By the way, if you are curious, if you go onto Instagram's website, you can actually see a massive list of all the IDs that you can use. They've got a couple of different groups. I don't really know what the difference is, but you can read all that information for yourself, and I'm going to put the links in the description below as usual. Back to the normal video with the normal backdrop. That is exactly what's going to happen. If you are flagged for inauthentic activity, it's very likely that you will need to submit ID verification to Instagram. But before I end this video, I actually want to know what you think of this. I'm actually not a big fan of having to submit your ID to the social media platform, because then they just have even more information on you. They actually have your ID photo. They say they store it for 30 days and then delete it, but with Facebook's history, you never know. What do they do with it within that 30 days? Also, what happens to theme pages? Is it going to be a different process? Do they just want ID behind that account? Do they just want to be able to put a name behind that account? I'm not too sure, to be honest, but what do you think of it? Do you agree with having to submit a form of ID to improve the Instagram experience? Or would you prefer to keep it as it is and not have to submit your ID? Let me know in the comment section down below. I really appreciate you guys watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, and if you want to see more videos like this, please hit that subscribe button. That being said, see you in the next video. Peace out.